Doesn't look like there's anything in there. What have we here, though? Oh! Hello, divers. Welcome back. Today we're going to be doing some exploring, but first I want to build something now that we have the option, or now that we have some new resources. I want this reinforced diving suit. We didn't have synthetic fibers, but now we can make them. They require benzene and fiber mesh. And the good news is that I, added a new room to put the bed there. Make the area a little less cramped. So we need, I forget if we need 2 of these or 1 of these. I'll take 1 for now. I need 3 of these. 1, 2. Come here. Oh, inventory. It's always something. Let's go up and,
welcome aboard, Captain.
see if we can build the, what do you call it? The mesh, or do I need 2? Okay, so I need 2. Let's just temporarily put these somewhere. Which is fine. So I'll grab 1 more stalk of the creeper vine, whatever you want to call it, and then I'll grab 1 more thing of the blood oil. There we go. Now we'll have those ingredients down. So yeah, my plan is I want to go and explore the Lost River more, because I have a good feeling that that's where a lot of the interesting resources are going to be. But... oh, can I not fit? Okay. There. Now we'll make some well, actually, never mind, we already harvested it. Benzene. Synthetic fibers. Very nice. And what else do I need? 2 diamond and 2 titanium. Give me that back. I need 2 titanium. Check. I need 2 diamond. As you can see, I got even more of these storage lockers. I've been beginning to collect some eggs just to see what they do. I haven't gotten around to building the alien containment yet, but decided to start picking them up. Okay, so we now have this. Oh, perfect. It's only it doesn't, we don't have to wear the helmet, which is perfect. Reinforced diving suit. Heavy synthetic fiber suit providing physical damage protection and enhanced survival in extreme temperatures. So I guess now we can hold out better. We don't really need those anymore, but I can't really do anything with them. They're not I can't like recycle them or anything. So now that we got this, that's pretty cool. We're getting pretty decently equipped. Anyways, I'm gonna jump cut over until we get into position. Okay, so we are going to begin our expedition. I'll be jump cutting around where relevant. The way we're going to do this, I've got a whole bunch of beacons. I cleaned up a lot of the beacons that were no longer relevant. And what I want to do is kind of put them on each entrance. And that's our goal. I want to find all of the entrances into the Lost River. That's our goal, at least. And we'll just mark them like this, give it a name. We'll call this the Lost River Grand Reef. And so that we know that this is the Lost River from the Grand Reef. And that's what I'm going to do. I'm packing pretty heavy, so I can't really grab too many resources. Oh, let me turn my light off before one of these creatures try to, like, beam me up Scotty out of here into another dimension, or one of them tries to stun me. So what I want to do is probably go along the floor line and just try to find out where all of the paths lead. So when I find something, I'll start recording. So I found a weird green thing. I don't know what this is. It's an egg. I don't know whose egg it is, but let me take a better look at it. Pretty big one. I guess I'll hang on to it. Moving on. Okay, so these green puddles here give us the first indicators that we are entering into the Lost River. I went in the opposite direction to see if there were other ways in, but it doesn't look to be the case. This appears to be the only way into the Grand Reef, at least, or into the Lost River from the Grand Reef. It doesn't look like there's other ways in. What I want to do, let's go ahead and scan some of these guys. Might as well add them to my list of... Oh, he's so weird looking. It's like his body is, like, transparent, so you can see his, like, internal organs. I'm not gonna mark this area, though, just because it's the Grand Reef entrance. Nothing worth putting a beacon here. Okay, so here's our first question. We've got a fork in the road. To the right goes to the disease facility. Let's go to the left. And already I see something over there. Don't know what it is, but one of the main... Oh man, it looks like a Zerg from StarCraft. Interesting. There's a bunch of lights on it suggesting that this is being used to study it. Let's get a reading on this thing. Another ancient skeleton. Ancient fossilized skeleton. I'll read it once I get back in here. The skeleton of a million-year-old armored carnivore. Projections suggest this life form would have been larger than any living creature encountered on the planet. Ugh. The oceans of the time would have been very different to support life forms of this size, with more open geography and many more individuals in the Leviathan range. I guess that makes sense. I mean, it would have to eat something, wouldn't it? I'm told that I shouldn't touch the green water, so I'm gonna try to avoid that. Wanted to get a good look inside there, though. Doesn't look like there's anything in there. What have we here, though? Oh! Oh, man, thank God it's not the purple one. Yeah, let's see if the Seamoth can go in. That way I don't have to worry about oxygen too much. Haha! Reminds me of Halo. Trying to always fit vehicles in where they don't belong. Get the scanner out. This could be important. Seaweed. Various plant life. A Metroid. I found a lot of... There's a lot of rubies here. If you need rubies, this is the place to go. Ancient flora specimens case. Local plants being held in stasis. The aliens evidently sought an extensive knowledge of the planet's ecosystem, which would have been necessary to support any live specimen research. Alien research equipment. A large laboratory table and accompanying scanners incorporate technologies far beyond our current level of understanding. Hypothesis: equipment maintenance, staff maintenance, specimen analysis, and specimen gene manipulation. Another egg. Are you a big egg or a small egg? I think you can tag along then, you're small. Some of those eggs, they eat up a lot of space. Cube. 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 Oh, here we go. Data terminal. Fauna reproduction. Extensive alien research data on the local fauna with a special focus on their reproductive methods. 4 conclusions have been synthesized. The alien discovered life forms on the planet have just one sex. They observed local organisms engaging in asexual reproduction. All healthy individuals tested were capable of egg laying. Eggs usually require genetic material from another of the species. In rare cases, only one parent was required, with evolutionary mutation introduced by the effects of the environment itself. Research appears to have been focused around hatching conditions and genetic variations between the parent and the child. Interesting. So that means that all of these, they all can lay eggs. Mixed Leviathan fossils. These fossils likely came from the ancient ancestors of the Leviathans which inhabit the planet today. The relative size and delicacy of the bones suggest they form part of the ear canal or some other complex internal structure. I think that's everything here. I'll give it one last look. Nothing under there. Doesn't look like... I don't think I'm going to put a beacon here just because... I think I found everything I need to here. I wonder if this is one of... I wonder if this is the off-site laboratory.
Welcome aboard, Captain.
Who knows, though? Let's continue on. Okay, so now we're in here. This is where the Leviathan was, the juvenile ghost dude. And I'm going to put a beacon here. We're just going to call it Skeleton Land. I think that's a appropriate name for this place. Beacon. We'll call it, I hope that guy doesn't get closer to me. Skeleton Land. And we'll put ghost in parentheses so we know that we found a ghost thingy dude here. This area is really extensive. There's probably a lot of resources in here. I'm thinking that the way, if you can get stuff, I noticed that there's stuff in the green water, and I'm not, like I said, I'm told that I shouldn't go inside of it. But I'm thinking that the prawn might be able to handle it, because one thing I've noticed is that the prawn isn't affected by, like, high temperatures, so I think it serves as sort of an environmental suit. Anyways, moving on. Okay, so now we're gonna go this way, which I believe led towards the blood reef, or the weird place. One of these entrances is supposed to be big enough for the Cyclops to make it through. I'm having trouble talking because I'm focusing on trying to evade these mega spiders. Oh man, that one's trying to phase through the wall. Nope, you're too slow. So yeah, here we are in the really creepy area. I'm gonna start heading towards the surface, and I'm gonna deploy a beacon somewhere around here. Let me make sure I don't get ambushed by a Leviathan or something like that. Ah, warpers. Anyways, I'm gonna mark this area and then I will be moving on. So I'm gonna place one here. It just hit me. This might be large enough for the submarine to get through. So I'm gonna call this the blood, the Lost River Blood and Sub question mark, because we're gonna see the submarine might actually be able to fit into here, because if you look, let me turn my sonar on. It's very spacious in here. It just depends on whether or not the sub can make it through the top area. But gonna deploy that, and I followed this a little bit to see if it goes further on, but no, it looks like it ends. So I don't think that I think this is just another entrance, so see you when I find something. Okay, so now we're in the area with the disease research facility with all these weird bony guys. So what we're gonna do this time is go past the research facility, or perhaps go, it looks like there might have been a fork in the road, or it might just go in a circle. But what we're gonna do this time is go past the facility and just see what goes on. Like, we need to find all the entrances. That's my goal. Oh, great. We found another one of those ghost leviathan mega wormies. This area goes deep downwards. This might go somewhere interesting, but this is as far as we can go with this vehicle. I'm not sure though. Let's just continue along on the right side then to see if we can avoid this guy. It seems like the younger ghost wormies are... They're not quite as vicious, they're not quite as aggressive, so it seems like I could just kind of scoot on by them. But what's funny is, this place isn't super dangerous. That's what's kind of interesting about it. And it's really cool looking with all these bioluminescent things on the ceiling. It's really like, it's almost like there's stars on the, it's like stars in the sky, except it's obviously not the sky. I don't want to get too distracted and encounter something unfortunate, but yeah, look at that. It's really, really cool. Anyways, I'll let you know if I find something noteworthy. Just moments after saying that, I think I found something noteworthy. Let me make sure I'm not under attack. I found another skeleton that looks a lot like, the Snake Man. Where's my scanner at? Oh, I can't scan this? Oh. Titanium deposit. Titanium deposit. I'm hoping to find something like a nickel deposit or something. That would be pretty nice. Moving on. Suddenly it became very blue. I think I might be exiting. Yeah, I think this is another exit. Where am I? That's a bone shark. Where the heck is this? Uh-oh. Uh-oh. That's the sound of a Reaper Leviathan. Snake Man, guys. Where is this? Like, I'm afraid to go too high up. I don't know where this is. It looks... That's definitely large enough for a sub-entrance. The submarine could definitely make it in here. So let's... What was that sound? Okay, let's plant another beacon. I will call this... Lost River? Unknown Sub? Because I don't know. I don't know where we are right now, and I don't want to go any higher because of the Ghost Reaper. Makes me think of the Ghost Pepper, like the Ghost Reaper, the Ghost Pepper. Anyways, this is clearly the end of the pathway for the Lost River over here, so we're gonna head back in and continue exploring. So I've decided to put another beacon here, and that's because we got that really deep area, and I want to make sure I remember it. We're gonna call this area the, I wish it would stay facing me. Call this Lost River Deep Area 900 plus. Deep 900 plus. Now we'll know that that was an area that was worth marking. Starting to run a little low on power, but I brought a spare power cell. So we should be fine. Gonna continue on, though. Okay, so the disease research facilities seem to kind of split in the fork in the road in a Y direction, so let's take the other direction, which is this way over here. What the hell is that? Oh my god, that's... What? Whoa, 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 the lighting is... Let me make sure I'm not under attack. What the hell is this place? Is that some kind of tree? Thank God these aren't
Warning.
aggressive.
Maximum depth reached.
Whoa, whoa, whoa,
Hull
whoa, whoa.
damage imminent.
Whoa, 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 whoa. What is this thing? Why is there all that energy on? Like, what is with this liquid on my windshield? Is it safe to get out? That one has Kharaa. I guess it is safe to get out. What is this thing? Giant Cove tree? Okay, we are definitely gonna read up on this thing. What the hell is this?
Welcome aboard, Captain.
Hold on, let me handle this first. Okay. A vast tree encountered in a deep cove, and the only one of its kind encountered on the planet. The tree is always surrounded by rays, grazing on its pink outer leaves, bark. A hardy, fast-growing bark covers the outside of the tree. Minuscule organisms inhabit the notches on the surface. Ghost Leviathan eggs. The tree's branches are ghost Leviathan eggs. The tree's branches are wrapped around a number of maturing eggs belonging to the species designated Ghost Leviathan. This tree appears to be an ancient nesting ground. The eggs were laid when the tree was young, and now the branches protect the growth with them as they await the right conditions to hatch. What? Can we scan one of the eggs? Where's my sea glide at? This is really weird. This is up there on the list of weird things I've found in this game. This is weird. Oh. Deep shroom? Discolored relative of the acid mushroom adapted to low light conditions, considerably more acidic than its shallow dwelling cousin. It may have it can turn into a hydrochloric acid. Oh, I want one of these then. Yeah!
Backward.
Yeah! Highly acidic flesh. Maybe I should take a sample then. Oh! Was that... Well, it said I took damage, but... I mean, I have full health. I don't understand. I don't understand. I don't understand. We're definitely putting a beacon here. No, not that. Let's grab this. Oh, darn it. One of these. Where am I? Here it is. We're gonna deploy one of these here. If I remember, it was called the Cove tree? Lost River, the Cove tree. I don't even know, like... It's interesting that there's... If this is supposed to be a Ghost Leviathan breeding ground, it's weird that I don't see any Ghost Leviathans. I'm just really skimming the 900-meter depth, so I need to be careful. So it looks like it dead ends here in this area. And it looks like it goes deeper down there, but like I said, we're beyond the 900 meters that I could possibly go. What a crazy... This place was insane. I don't even know what to tell you guys. But I believe I've charted everything. Like, this was the only other side path. Oh, whoa, 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 whoa. Almost hit the 900 meters again. I believe that this is as far as I can go because... Well, let's put another beacon here then. because this was the final side path. I don't think there's anything else in the... I mean, obviously there is, but it's the stuff that I can't go to because it's so deep. So I'm gonna put another beacon here. Good thing I brought so many of them. I wasn't sure if I thought that for sure that I wouldn't need this many, but gosh. Okay, we'll call this Lost River Cove 900 plus. That way it's differentiated from the other area that was 900 plus. Eventually, once I begin to, like, memorize the area and I just know where everything is, then I won't need these anymore and I could just, like, remove them except for maybe, like, the most important landmarks. But, yeah, I'm gonna take one more sweep, and if that's it, I'll meet you back at the Cyclops, and that'll be the end of the episode. Alright, so I ran another check, and I'm now docking with the, Go on, Cyclops. Pull me in. There we go. Lagging a little bit.
Systems online.
Okay. So yeah, I checked everything, and yeah, that was everything. There was nothing else. There was nothing else there. So I'm pretty confident that we found everything. So the next objective is going to be to try and take the prawn down there so that we can start exploiting some of the resources. Oh, looks like I can't even eat with my inventory so full. But, yeah, so the next goal, so now that we've basically charted it, and overall I would say, I mean, like, sure, there are some predators down there, don't get me wrong, but overall, that area didn't feel particularly dangerous, to be completely honest. Like, it's surprisingly peaceful down there. So I feel pretty confident bringing the prawn down, even though the prawn is stronger than the sea moth. I just feel much more comfortable in the sea moth, since the sea moth isn't too much different than controlling your character as it is, just with the because the way you swim around is very similar to how you control the sea moth. But now that I know it's pretty safe, we're gonna take one of those entrances that look like the submarine could fit through, and yeah. That'll be that. Then we'll see what kind of resources we can get. I'm gonna try. I'm definitely gonna try building some things next episode. Maybe not next episode, but the goal is we need to find the next tier of resources, which is the nickel. I guess these mushrooms make a even better acid, and then we still don't know where the kyanite is and the crystallized sulfur. Maybe they're down there. I saw some things in the murky green brine, but I believe I'm going to have to use something that can, because I think the brine is acidic. Like, it's so salty, it's actually acidic. But I believe we'll be able to use the prawn. That said, we still can't even go beyond the 900 meters, so that must mean, because we can't go any deeper, it stands to reason that the things we need, like, let me go over, actually, we probably can't see it, can we? Yeah, we can't see it. But, like, the stuff like the polyalanine, the kyanite, we know the nickel is down there, and then there's also the crystallized sulfur. I assume that they must be there, allowing us to go even deeper into what I guess is like that's got to be the final section of the game, like, because there's no upgrades that go any deeper than that, so that must be the end game. Basically, past 900 meters must be the game's end game, where really only this fully upgraded Cyclops and even the prawn will need to be fully upgraded to survive down there. But I hope you enjoyed that episode. Crazy sights, just amazing how beautiful the game is. It's just such an incredible looking game. Probably the best looking game, even if, like, in terms of, like, raw polygons and textures, it's not on the level of, like, Battlefield or, like, Call of Duty. Just the artistic direction and design of the game. It's just one of the most beautiful games, possibly the most beautiful game I have ever played. It's really remarkable what they've done. At any rate, That's going to be the end of this episode. Like this video if it was entertaining. Subscribe for future Subnautica content. Of course, remember that you don't have to be good to get good.